We're here to talk to you about what Royal Family Kids Placerville, serving El Dorado County, is going to do for the abused, neglected, and abandoned foster children in our community. We take the children to camp for a week in the summer, and we are the hands and feet of Jesus. Next year in 2020 after camp, we will have a mentor program for the campers, and it is our vision that next December 2020, the campers will come to Cold Springs Church and celebrate the birth of Jesus, another way to help them learn that there is hope.
The real issue here is what we need to do in order to take these kids to camp. It costs about $1,000 a child. That includes all the food and all the necessary elements that we need to put together, as well as getting the volunteers and being able to feed and house all the volunteers as well. We also have a big birthday bash for all these kids, and most of them have never experienced a birthday party, especially being, taken from home to home to home.
These children of trauma, they've experienced abuse. Physical abuse, sexual abuse, neglect, abandonment. And when you think about it, it only took a moment for that abuse to happen and create trauma for the child, which changed the chemistry in their brain. And so some people might say, oh, a week at camp, how can that help a foster child? But moments do matter, and that's what we're creating at Royal Family Kids. We're creating positive memories for these children.
Also, this is our first year in El Dorado County. We are the only Royal Family Kids camp in El Dorado County for these children. So what we're going to need goes a little beyond the cost of just taking the kids to camp. So we need your help. We'd love to have you on board. We'd love to have you shining the light of Jesus into these children. It has touched my life so immensely, and I know it'll touch yours.
The second ministry that will be given to this year is the Vulnerable Vocational Institute for girls in Sierra Leone, West Africa. The school provides the girls with Christian education, along with training in skills which they can use to find a job. Your generosity will help pay the faithful teachers, each one of which has a family to take care of. Earlier this year, Pastor Nick and his wife Megan had the privilege of visiting the Institute in Sierra Leone. And here's a snippet of some of Megan's experiences with the girls.
This last spring, we had the opportunity to go to Sierra Leone. We got to spend about 7 days with Warren and Adama. And in those 7 days, we saw their heart for their people, for their city. Our time in Sierra Leone was unique in that we saw just multiple sides to the city. We saw the sides that look like a third world country. We saw the houses built on top of each other. We saw the masses of people walking with no hope in their eyes. We saw garbage heaps burning in the middle of the city. It was a smell that followed you everywhere. We also had the opportunity to see great beauty and stand on coastlines where white sand beaches stretched out before you as far as you could see. But the irony was knowing that 10 minutes behind you were rock quarries where women were breaking rocks with hammers as their children toddled around at their feet. And this school provides something different. There's stories of women in the school who are graduating, who have been in those rock quarries, who have been breaking rock, and just had this moment of, I want something more, I want something different. And out of that have found this school and have been able to make connections with Warren and Adama and now have a completely different future in front of them. As a result of these skills that they've learned, cooking, sewing, hairdressing, even some basic education, and at the root of it, a faith foundation. As a result of all of that, these women now have opportunities that they didn't have before. It's an incredible thing to see and experience and know that life is going to look so different for them now.
100% of your generosity will go to support these two ministries, and our big audacious goal this year is to raise $32,000, and this will enable 16 foster kids to attend camp and will support 16 teachers and their families at their school in Sierra Leone. Thank you so much for your generosity, and happy Christmas.